You'll know you got motion when people start acting different, when your lifestyle is speaking louder than your words. So, what is motion, right? So, motion is the magnetic pull that comes from alignment. What is that? That's physique, money, confidence, energy, lifestyle. You got motion. So, motion isn't about flexing, it's about becoming the guy everyone feels when you walk in. Okay. So, what are some signs that you got motion? I'm gonna give you 10 straightforward signs to show you that you're him, HIM. You got motion. All right. And I wanted to kind of do this in a little presentation format, but I also wanted to show you some clips as well. Point number one is people watch but don't engage. All right. People are always looking at your social media, like you see like 1,000 views on your story or 1,000 views on a post. And you'll notice that your views and your reach is growing, but engagement is dropping. It's like, yo, what's going on? That's quiet attention. So people are watching to study your evolution. Okay, they're trying to study your evolution. They're not trying to support it. You become the benchmark for your circle. They don't want to admit it, right? They don't want to admit it, but they're always like, okay, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's doing that, okay, all right, cool. I gotta do that. Okay, I gotta do that. But they're not gonna admit it. They went and got the same shoes that you got, the same color shirts that you got, the same type of car that you got. You'll see subtle things like that, or big things like that, right? But don't chase validation. Okay, don't chase validation. Silent traction means your energy is speaking. Real motion intimidates stagnation. I'm gonna say that one more time. Real motion intimidates stagnation. And basically what that means is that when you do have real motion, the people who are not moving up in life, not growing in life, they're gonna be intimidated. They're gonna be like, dang, like this dude is like really growing. Oh shoot, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, he keeps going up. Oh, he's looking better. Oh, he's getting the cars, the clothes, the house, the girls, the wife, the family, all this stuff, right? The vacations. Okay, people are going to be intimidated because they're gonna be like, dang, like they're gonna be comparing. But comparison is the thief of joy. So if you're currently someone who doesn't have motion, don't compare yourself to these people with motion. Okay, but use them as a benchmark. Use them as like, hey, I see this person and I think that I can learn from this person. Right. So the second way that you know you got motion, you get attention from all directions. All directions. Strangers start recognizing you online. Strangers start recognizing you offline. Okay. Women pick up on your confidence and purpose. They're like, dang, dude, that dude doesn't care. That dude is on his path. He's locked in, as people say, right? They can sense self-mastery. People can sense it. It's literally, me and my brother talk about this all the time. It's literally like an aura. Like there's aura in the room. And the aura is that the person is so focused, so fixed on themselves and their purpose that anything trying to catch their attention is not going to get their attention. So people will be like, dang, this person's so high value. I want their attention. I'm going to try to catch their attention. And they won't be able to. So women will pick up on your confidence. Even people who once ignored you begin showing interest. So this happened to me. Like there's some people who I know, right? I know, no, we probably hung out like a couple times maybe, but I know these people, right? And then they'll watch your stories, they'll watch your YouTube videos, they'll watch this and that and this and that, and they'll be like, I don't know what it is about this person. This person's always on the move, like always got motion, right? Always trying to grow. And then once you supersede their expectations of who you could have became, they're gonna be like, oh shit, maybe I need to associate myself with this person. So they'll message you. They'll start liking some of your things, right? But you start to get a lot of this attention, and then you carry a frequency of abundance. So people are drawn to your aura again. And then motion makes you magnetic because it's rare. It's rare. People, like, again, when it comes to being physically in shape, 99.9% of dudes are fat. 99.9% of dudes are fat and not in the shape that we are, not in the shape that you are if you're watching this video, right? You're probably watching this video because you're like, okay, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. You want to get the cars, the clothes, and it's not superficial to want these things. Even in the Bible, it says, Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and everything will be added unto you. But the kingdom of heaven is actually within you. Okay, and you're supposed to be in heaven on earth. Is like, even when you're praying before the football games, they say, "Oh, give us this day our daily bread," and then that part that says, "Oh, let us do on earth as it is in heaven," right? Because you're gonna get in your 3D reality who you're being internally, who you believe you are. So as within, so without. Again, I'm gonna reference the Kybalion. Read the Kybalion. Okay. Anyways, so the third way that you know that you got motion, bro, you get haters. You get haters, and there's just like weird energy from people, just weird energy, and they're like, oh, that guy, oh, whatever, that guy, right, right. Because as you level up, some friends are gonna grow. They're gonna grow distant, right? They're uncomfortable with your growth. They're like, oh, this dude's growing. Like, what the heck? And you'll hear subtle shade or backhanded compliments, and you got to just ignore those. Don't stoop down to those people's levels. So that's projection. They see what they're not doing reflected in you. And I talk about this deeply in another video, where people will hate on you because they're like, man, I could get that. I could do that, right? But they know that they're not taking the action. They're not doing the things that they should be doing in order to get there. So then it bothers them. It bothers them. And again, motion intimidates stagnation. So anyway, don't take it personal. It's confirmation that you're separating yourself. Haters are part of the ecosystem of success. Okay. The fourth way that you know that you got motion is you're moving different. Your schedule gets tighter. Priorities take place over distractions, and they replace distractions. Your priorities are always going to be first and foremost. Okay, first and foremost, and you're going to really, really lock in on them. And someone who is driven, that's who everyone wants to be around, because they're the person who not only takes the initiative, but they're the person who's willing to say no. Another good book my brother had mentioned in his last video is The Art of Saying No. Right? It's that you need to be so selfish. And I mentioned this in another video about being selfish, but the concepts are the same. You need to be so selfish that you're focused on your path and your priorities. And then once you have gotten to the level of, okay, I can kind of calm down, my priorities have all been met, that's when you then can direct your attention to others. But if you meet your priorities, then you're going to be at a place that is so successful that you can then help other people. You can't help other people if you're not successful yet. You can't, like, if you don't have any water in your bottle, you can't give water to anybody. So you got to fill your bottle with water first. And then if someone asks for water, pour some water. But you can't pour water if you don't have water. You know what I mean? So that's what it means. But you stop oversharing and start over delivering. Okay. You talk less and let results speak. You move with composure. That calm confidence is power. And in your presence, it becomes felt, not announced. You pull up and people are like, oh, shoot. It's not like, hey, Fit the Flourish is pulling up. It's like, hey, yo, who's in that whip? Oh, dang, that's crazy. Oh, he popped out. Oh, dang, he's looking crazy. Oh, he's looking fresh. Oh, right. Your presence is felt. Head up, chin up, chest up. It's felt. Anyways, way number 5 that you know you got motion. You flow with purpose. So things start to align, right? The right people, the right amount of money, the right moments just start to happen. They start to happen. And that's how you know that you're on a divine path, right? Because you're locked in on you. And when you lock in on you, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, then everything that you desire is going to be added unto you. That's really the meaning of that verse. And I think that's Matthew 13:2. Yeah, Matthew 13:2. But things start aligning, okay? And you no longer are chasing opportunity. You don't chase opportunity when you're on your path, the right path. You just attract it. You just attract these opportunities. You're in the right places at the right time, and you're always going in the direction of your desire, okay? And you trust your process. You don't need to prove it daily. You just trust it. If you take an L, you're like, that L was part of this. It was part of the process. That L is not, oh, dang, the process is all over. I got to pick up the pieces. No. That L was needed for you to then reframe or rethink and then go even harder or get even better. So your purpose brings peace. No more anxiety over outcomes. You found rhythm between ambition and alignment. Okay. And then way number 6 is people talk about you. People talk about you. You'll start hearing your name in rooms you never even entered. Right. I know we went to the gym the other day, and me being on my purpose, my other brothers being on our purpose, like people were looking, they're like, oh shoot. And then one of the guys actually ran up to my brother and was like, I'm literally watching your YouTube video right now. And I should have got this in the vlog when we were working out. But he's like, I'm watching your YouTube video right now. That's crazy. So people are always talking about you, referencing you. People reference your growth when talking about motivation, right? I go out, sometimes I'll go to the bars, and there's these guys, they're like, dude, hey, like I follow you on Instagram, I follow you TikTok, your YouTube, bro, you're motivating. Like it's motivating me to do better. Okay. And those are the people who are the opposite of haters. So never pay attention to the haters. Pay attention to the people that you're impacting, because that's what it's about. That's what life is about. It's about growth, love, energy, and growth. And if you're able to help someone else grow, that's amazing. Okay. That's what we're here for. Right. But you become the silent competition. Okay. The silent competition. People are talking about you like, oh man, we got to get better than him. We got to get better than Fit. Right. That's the moment you realize that you're no longer local energy. Okay. Influence travels faster than words when it's rooted in authenticity. And then number 7, energy just feels different. Energy feels different. Your mornings feel productive without force, right? You start enjoying solitude more. Your own company becomes enough. Chaos just kind of feels foreign. It's like, what? No, chaos? No, you're aligned right now. You're aligned. You got motion. You've outgrown drama, right? The urge to flex fades. You're grounded in just quiet confidence. Okay, and you start attracting experiences that match your frequency. So, what do you want to do? You want to protect your motion. All right, protect your motion. Guard your peace, because not everyone deserves access. Motion attracts leeches as much as it attracts light. And I said this in another video. Like people would hit me up, ask like, oh, like, hey, like you want to hang out? And I'm like, oh yeah. I thought this person was cool, right? And people will say, oh, you want to hang out? And then all of a sudden, it's like you're funding their hangout because they didn't put in the work that you did. They're not doing anything special. They're not trying to do. They just want to use you, and they want to be seen around you because it's going to build their aura as well, or their perception of being auric or having aura, right? So be careful. It does attract leeches. I learned that the hard way. Again, the art of saying no. But I'm glad for those experiences, because remember, L's are not losses. L's are lessons, right? So stay consistent. Momentum compounds silently. Just stay consistent, all right? And never lower your vibration to fit in. Never like stoop to a different level just to fit in with a crowd that you don't belong in, okay? A shark is not going to go to a school of guppies, right? These little fish. It's not going to go to these little fish and be like, hey, I'm small too. Hey, love me. No, you're going to go to other sharks and be like, hey, let's go get this bag. Let's go get this. Let's go eat all these fish, okay? And then like a wolf is not going to fit in with sheep. You feel me? So remember, real motion is spiritual before it's physical. All right, it's spiritual before it's physical. It's in here before it becomes out there. So whatever you put your mind to is going to show up in the 3D. So join the movement. Keep building your body, your bank, and your belief in self, because your belief in self is what's going to drive you to take action. Okay, your belief in yourself is what's going to drive you to take action. Your belief in yourself is what's going to drive you to take action. Belief is important because it is certainty. If you are certain a thing is going to happen, it is going to happen. If you're certain that it is not going to happen, it is not going to happen. That is just the law of the universe. And that's what they discovered when they had the 2-slit experiment, how particles move, how this holographic 3D reality is run, right? But you're proof that motion can be created from discipline and vision, okay? Anyways, subscribe for more mindset, money, and motion stuff. It's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish, where growth meets greatness. And good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.